Hey y'all, so we're gonna get into this review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 11, episode 10, titled Hot Tea Wet Banks. So it starts with Rennie, um, and she's meeting up with Sierra, and she's glad that Sierra set up this girls' day because she got so much going on with work and with Amy Luciani acting up, and she's just ready to be in a different kind of energy, she says. And I don't know if Sierra is the best place to go for that better energy that she's talking about, but okay. And then in the confessional, Sierra says that she's meeting up with Rennie because that's her friend and they got to stick together and check on each other. And then Sierra asks Rennie, what's her mental health like? And Rennie says most days she doesn't even really want to be bothered, and says that she's crying one minute and then she's ready to fight the next, and that she's on a constant roller coaster of emotions. It says that even though it's been a while since her mom has passed, it feels like yesterday for her. And then in her confessional, Rennie says that her mom's passing has amplified all her feelings of sadness and anger, and even the happy moments become sad because she's missing the one person that she would want to share it with the most. And then Rennie tells Sierra that she felt like she had more time to make her mom proud. And then Sierra says, well, that's why, they have to cherish every moment and not beef with people like Amy. That was her little segue of talking about Amy. And then mentions, what happened at Mita's event, and then asks Rennie why she didn't tell her what happened. And then Rennie tells Sierra that basically Amy called her all kinds of tricks and hoes, and that Amy was really disrespectful, and that, they're in the middle of this women's empowerment event trying to talk to women about how to avoid stuff like that. And, that they both just kind of walked away on some, well, we'll let it be for now type stuff. And in her confessional, Rennie says that she's so torn with how she responded to Amy because of the time and the place, but she says deep down she definitely wanted to respond differently, but she's still proud of how she responded regardless. And then Sierra basically says that she wants peace and kumbaya with Amy and Erica, and Rennie is really ignoring that shit. She's not trying to hear it. In her confessional, Sierra says that Rennie told her that she had beef with both Amy and Erica in the past, and says that even though when they left the whole Amy thing, she feels like Rennie can make it up with Erica Banks. And then they show a clip of Sierra asking Rennie if she had an issue with Erica, and Rennie was like, she just doesn't like the weird shit. Um, and talking about how Erica was under her fiance's pics and all of that stuff, and how they had slept together and had never told Rennie. And then Sierra says that she's tired of fighting with the girls who look like her, so hopefully they can resolve this shit. But you want to be fighting with Scrappy's big ass. Okay, what? All right. And then Sierra tells Rennie that she wants her and Erica to have a conversation. And Rennie says that she doesn't really know because that whole situation is awkward, and she doesn't know she doesn't know how to deal with Erica, and how everything unfolded on social media. But, I guess they do need to talk about it. That's what she said. In her confessional, Rennie says that since Erica and Amy are friends, she's sure that they are egging each other on the whole, not liking Rennie train. And that their whole little best friend thing is like fake. And I would have to agree, because they fighting over Khaotic, so they can't really be that much of friends, right? And then Sierra tells Rennie that she knows that she feels like she takes Amy and Erica's sides, but says that she and Rennie are family, so she got her, whatever. In her confessional, Rennie says that she definitely feels like the situation with she and Erica can be resolved, but that they're gonna have to have a conversation like two grown women, not whatever Amy was doing. And then Sierra reiterates to Rennie that she and Erica need to have a conversation. Well, the way this episode ended, their conversation didn't go the way she expected. But now we're with Erica Dixon, and then Scrappy shows up to what I guess is her little clothing shop, and he's giving her updates on what's going on with him. And in his confessional, he says that he's going through this divorce, and it's been hard and emotional, but the best part is being able to be cool with Erica again. And I love Erica, but obviously, and she admitted that she just wanted to soak in the karmas, but shit, I'd be in it too. What are you talking about? But then Scrappy tells Erica that he heard that she and Bambi had a little situation and that he heard it from Kirk. And then Erica says, yeah, it got real intense, and says what bothered her the most was that Bambi was lying about shit that she didn't have to lie about. And in her confessional, Erica says that she and Bambi have always had issues, but recently it's been worse. And says that Bambi has been behind all of the back and forth messy shit from all over the years. And says that Scrappy was her puppet. And says that she was just hoping that since Scrappy and Bambi broke up, she wouldn't have to deal with the drama. But says that Bambi is still trying her. Girl, you was gonna have to deal with it. He got kids with her. What are you talking? Like, come on. But then Erica tells Scrappy that she feels like, you don't play with people's kids, and she didn't appreciate Bambi trying to discredit her as a mother and tarnish her reputation. In his confessional, Scrappy says that all those abuse allegations is old news, and that he's really pissed off that Bambi even brought it up because it's none of her business. And then Scrappy tells Erica that he's been feeling like a real failure. And then she asks him why. And he says because Bambi feels like he really did her wrong some kind of way or cheated on her. And then Erica straight up just asks if he did, and he immediately says no, but then cleans it up and says, any form of entertaining with somebody else is cheating or whatever. So he admitted to that. But then Erica was like, she just had to ask if he did because knowing his history. Yeah, yeah. But then in his confessional, Scrappy says cheating has broken up most of his relationships, but that's not the core of why he and Bambi are breaking up. It's about how she treated him and the people around him. And then Scrappy tells Erica that he feels like he thought that they were supposed to be better than that with how Bambi is handling everything. And then Erica asks Scrappy what he thought about Amani's IG post. And then they show a clip of her Instagram post of her saying for people to please stop asking her about that lady. It was her Instagram live. And Scrappy tells Erica that Amani didn't even say anything disrespectful and that she's done the same thing to him, but that's just Amani being Amani. And then in her confessional, Erica says that Bambi isn't gonna act like a stepmother or an adult, but she really is just that lady, and says that she's always taught Amani to respect her elders, and Bambi is an elder who's way older than herself, Erica's saying. And then Erica tells Scrappy that she knows he wanted to keep the peace, but she doesn't play about her kids. So she's going to step back and let him handle that stuff with Amani and her siblings. And I mean, yeah, that's what you're going to have to do now because Bambi wanted to fight and then really wasn't doing nothing. She was just running her mouth, sitting down the whole time. She know her big ass could have got up, but then it would have been like, oh, you towering over Erica. Yes, Bam is a big girl. But then we're with Jessica, and she's laying in her hospital bed. And in her confessional, she says that it's the day of her surgery and that she's in extreme pain and it can't get any worse. But there's a chance that she could lose her reproductive organs, and it's terrifying for her. And then they take her back to her surgery. Her scene was real quick. But now with Bambi, and I call them the Erky Squad, Bambi, Sierra, and Erica Mena, because they all get on my fucking nerves. But they all chilling at Bambi's house. And in her confessional, Bambi says that she's throwing a much needed girls' night at her house, and they're talking to the kids. And then Erica Mena says, speaking of kids, and Bambi straight says, yeah, because your baby daddy adopted some more. And then Erica laughs. My thing is she loves to revel in the fact that the other girls, a part of her Irky squad, got some fucked up shit going on with these niggas. Why you think she not really chilling with Rasheeda like that? Kurt get on her nerves, but Sierra got Eric getting on her fucking nerves, and now Erica Mena got Safaree stay getting on her nerves, and now Bambi, doing what she doing with Scrappy. So they just want to be in a whole little book club of bitter bitches. That's what I'm hearing. Anyways, um, Sierra asks Erica, how does she think that those two big ass Rolexes will fit on them little baby's arms? And then Erica chimes in and says that he's out here doing that when his daughter just had a birthday party. And in her confessional, Erica says that Safaree gifted the Miami girl, which we all know is Amara la Negra's. She says he gifted her kids Rolexes, and that it's insane how those two kids. But what did it say? The two turned a kid's birthday party. Oh, how they both turned a birthday party into like a relationship reveal type thing. And says that her kids don't need to be embarrassed because those two want to have some kind of viral moment, because who was really talking about them outside of any of that? Y'all are, because Safaree is dealing with her. But Amara trying to act like she don't claim Safaree, but Khaotic has something else to say about that. But we'll get into that later. And then Erica tells Bambi and Sierra that he didn't get her kids any gifts and forgot their son's first birthday, and says that he's publicly humiliating her kids because he's never given them that same energy or support. And then her confessional, Erica says that he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing when it comes to their kids, and he's picking and choosing when to be around, and it's not okay. And it's not, because how you out here buying other bitches' kids Rolexes and shit, but you can't even go get Safaree Jr. some formula and shit. Mm. But then Erica says that he's going through Amara's kids the same way that he did to her, to get go through the kids to get to her, basically. Like how when they first got together and he was all about her oldest son King up until they got married, which was why King didn't want to move in with them, because he felt like, Safaree was being phony. And then in her confessional, Erica says Safaree knows that she is in the process of moving on after coming out of all of that postpartum and heartbreak, and thinks that he uses that to taunt her sometimes. Now, I don't know if we want to blame King, her oldest son, not moving in with them on Safaree wholly, because did she or did she not have him before that? Like, has King been living with her this whole time? Because where has he been? So I don't know. Somebody let me know. You know, I ain't heard much. I don't really see this young man. So let's not try and blame it on Safaree. But then Erica says that the stuff that she's been dealing with is tiring. And I think it says forces her family to fight. And since last year, and that he showed up to her house a few months ago crying hysterically, saying that he's so sorry for what he did to her, and that she's thinking, well, is God answering her prayers for him to come back? Like, because people change. And then he pulls out her phone and shows them a video of her and Safaree booed up naked. And then Bambi asked her if she and Safaree had sex, and Erica says no, that she was on her period, but he did, eat the pom pom. And then both of the ladies are like, mm. And then Erica was like, he insisted, whatever, go girl, whatever. And then in her confessional, Erica says that Safaree had been on her neck about wanting his family back, and says that it was too hard to kind of not believe him for a second. And then she tells them that in March she got a call from, and then Sierra asked if she was talking about, oh, what does he seem to say? Oh, that's what it was. Bambi, I think, no, Erica was like, can I tell Bambi, about what happened a few months ago? And then Sierra looks uncomfortable because she's like, oh, well, can we talk about it? And Bambi is focused on whether or not she got taken out of the group chat. She was like, are y'all having conversations with me outside of the group chat? But basically, Erica was like, she asked Sierra if she didn't mind talking about the whole topic, and Bambi is just like, y'all talking to each other without me, like, girl, bye. But then Erica says, yeah, something that she needs to know happened, but that she and Sierra promised not to say anything. And then Erica starts to tear up and cry, and Bambi is like, well, what the fuck is going on? My whole thing is, why were y'all scared to tell Bambi about that anyway? She ain't nobody. Well, she is somebody's mom, but she ain't their mom. So like, what? And it wasn't her man trying to hit on Sierra. So I don't. I'm confused. But Erica says that Sierra called her one day saying that she wanted to tell her something, and says that Sierra admitted to her. But Sierra takes over the story and says that she was letting Safaree know um, that, it was a bunch of fuck shit going on with her and Eric, and Safaree kept texting her saying that he needs to talk to her, but she pulls the phone out and shows both Bambi and Erica some text messages. And then Sierra says that Safaree kept calling saying that he got to tell her something, and that um and thinks that she knows what he wants to say, and then she's like, everything's cool with Erica, and Safaree's like, yeah, but he wants to be in a relationship with Sierra. And then Bambi's like, what? And Erica says that Safaree claimed that he always had a crush on her, and that Sierra got and then Sierra kind of had her head down in shame. Now I don't know how true that story really, really is, but we whatever, we're gonna take it with a grain of salt. And then Bambi asked Sierra if that's what Safaree really said, and Sierra just nodded her head. And in her confessional, Sierra says that this is one of her best friend's ex husband, and that she didn't want her to think that she was trying to engage or talk to her baby daddy, and says that she felt like, he was trying to get a reaction from her, and says that Safaree is a very fucked up individual and doesn't care about Erica or his kids, and that he's a selfish creep. And then Sierra tells Erica that she's sorry, and Erica was like, well, it's not your fault. And then Sierra says that she used to go to Erica's house to cook, and Safaree would ask if, she couldn't tell that he was like recording her in the kitchen, that he was feeling her, and Bambi is just like, oh, what the fuck? And in her confessional, she's just like, it's just too much. And then Sierra says for her, the reason it took her a month to mention it was because she saw Erica lose weight and be all fucked up over Safaree, and that she just couldn't fathom hurting her friend any more than she already was. And then Bambi tells Erica that she's gotta pay him no mind, even though it's hard. And in her confessional, Erica says that of all the women, he had to go after one of her good friends, and says that it's fucked up, but Safaree will stop at nothing to hurt her. And then Bambi tries giving advice, telling Erica that she's got to be how she is with Scrappy and set boundaries, and says that she was already filing for divorce, but she felt Scrappy didn't have her back, and says then on tour he started having an affair with Diamond. And then Erica tells Bambi that she's been attacked by his mom and his baby mom for so long, telling Bambi that she's been attacked by Mama D and Erica Dixon. And then Bambi says, yeah, people are under her comments saying that lady, that lady. And then she says that she used that lady in a caption for one of her posts. And Sierra's just trying to justify it, saying that she wasn't being messy. Now, before I finish what was going on in that episode, I have a video and I will link it down in the bio. It was titled Bambi Issues an Apology for Being Miserable or whatever. It's a video about her apology. If y'all want to check it out, I will link it in the bio down below. But now let's get back into it. Um, Bambi says that Erica Dixon couldn't wait for an opportunity to come for her, and says that she didn't come for her child. And then she gets all extra about embracing that lady. And she just sounded fucking mess, talking about some more. If you're gonna call me that lady, then I'm gonna be that lady. Like Emperor's New Groove, Cusco head ass bitch. Please just go. But then in her confessional, Bambi says that it's kind of a slap in the face to be referred to as that lady, but it was probably still Erica Dixon, Mama D, and Diamond. But she said it wasn't until Erica Dixon, Mama D, and Diamond started to make it a problem, because it helped it helped with Amani's narrative. What she say? Bambi's narrative, and it's only the only way. Bambi's basically saying that was the only way people was going to talk about them by talking about her, and that they have to mention her name to get attention, so she gets it. And I'm girl, bye, please. But then Erica says that it's only so much a person can take, and again, I'm just like, why were they so afraid to tell Bambi about that Safaree shit? Like, it's not her niggas, so um Erica says that, they just need to try and make it easier for the ones that's raising their kids, talking about these niggas out here. And then Sierra says that that's why they got something for Safaree and that they're going to cuss him out, and then they all hug. She loves cussing these big ass niggas out because she know they're not going to put their hands on her, but she don't want to be arguing with girls who look like her. That don't make no sense to me. Pick your right battles, one that you think you can actually win. And then the episode says, 2 hours later, and then production asked Bambi what happened later that night because things took a turn. And in her confessional, Bambi says after she posted her that lady picture and Erica started commenting on the blogs, she said that she gave them something back and posted the police reports. And then Bambi says that they kept attacking her as a mother, wife, and a human being. So, what did they expect her to do? And then they show a few clips of lives from Mama D and Amani and Erica Dixon. And then, like I said, go check out those videos. I will put the Bambi video in there, and I'll put the video that Amani did, her live, responding to all of this Bambi stuff. I'll put them in the bio, in the description under this video, under this live when I'm done. But then in her confessional, Bambi says that Erica thinks that she's the mom of the year, but says that she isn't the one that's the abuser or mistreater, and says that she never wanted to come out. She never wanted that stuff to come out ever, but says that Erica is just trying to drag her over the internet, and that's not how it's gonna go. And Bambi got her ass humbled real quick after all of that stuff, in modern time. But yeah, y'all, this is messy. But now we're with Scrappy, and he's telling Safaree that he's having this party basically to get his mind off of all the shit he has going on in his life right now and the stuff that he's been seeing on social media. And then Safaree tries to give Scrappy some words of encouragement, but honestly, he sounded a hot ass mess because I don't even think he believed any of the shit that he was saying. But in his confessional, Scrappy says that Bambi trolling Amani online has really started some shit, and says, to get this stuff off his shoulders, he called his guys to come help cheer him up and throw a party, basically. And then Scrappy asked Safaree what's up with the Rolexes and what he got going on with Amara. And Safaree's trying to play it off like, what you talking about? What you mean? And then Scrappy tells him that he's been seeing him all on the gram. And then Jock says that people are saying that it's not right and that he got his own kids, and that he's not gifting any Rolexes to, and he says that in a mocking voice. And then Jock says that he sat down in a room full of women and told them that, that might have not been something that he done personally, but that's Safaree and he gonna do what he wanna do. Why you gotta sit down in front of a whole group of women though? Why you wasn't talking to no niggas about this shit? Like, niggas, don't give no other bitch kids no Rolexes until you ensure that your kids got Rolexes. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. Why would he do that? And then he's trying to say, oh, well, that was his money. He could have did whatever he want. That don't make no sense. Like, did you even give your mammy a Rolex? Did you give Erica one? Did you get yourself a Rolex? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are these kids your kids? So, Um, but Safaree says that he wonders if people don't remember that he's single, and Scrappy kind of nervous laughs, whatever. And in his confessional, Safaree says that he's back from Miami for 2 seconds and everybody's going in on him. And then he gets to explain the situation with the Rolexes, saying that he went to Amara's birthday party for her kids and he gave them those watches. And people are like, well, where's this and that for his own kids? And Safaree says that it was his own money and it was a nice gesture, and tells people who disagree to go to hell. And that's condescending as fuck because, again, where are the rollies for your own kids? You telling people to go fuck off, nigga. You're not making any sense. Did you even get some formula for your kids? Did you send over any huggies, any diapers, any wipes, any medicine, cough syrup, something? But you gifting another bitch kid some Rolexes. That don't make no sense to me. Um, but then both Jock and Scrappy kind of asked Safaree, so like, what's up with him and Amara? Like, are they really, are they together? And he's not really trying to answer and says that he's just living his life. And then Khaotic shows up all loud and dramatic and shit. Ugh. And then in his confessional, Khaotic says that he's excited for some bro time and to chill with beautiful women, and he's trying to get at somebody basically. And I'm just like, be careful because both Amy and Erica don't play about your ass, so don't get caught up on no shit. But hopefully Erica understands that this nigga ain't about nothing, like for real. Um, and then Khaotic asks Scrappy how he's feeling, and Scrappy's like, he was says he was feeling away, seeing all that stuff online with his daughter, and says that he went to talk to Bambi, and then she recorded it, and then they show a clip from Bambi's Instagram story of her posted video of her recording Scrappy's conversation. See, now I didn't even know. Yo, I didn't even know about it. That video I did about Bambi's apology, that was only my fourth video I ever put on his channel. So I literally was just trying to do some commentary and the video just shot off, but I didn't even know about anything else that Bambi was doing because I don't follow that lady. Period. It's like no. But then Safaree tells Scrappy that nobody respects Bambi for what she did and that it was weak, and no matter what they're going through, she shouldn't have did that. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that Bambi putting all that stuff on the gram isn't helping his daughter at all. And that when she recorded him, when he went over there to tell Bambi that Amani didn't really mean um, all that stuff that she said, and then Bambi posted that conversation. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that at this point it's giving bitter, and then he tells Jock and Khaotic and Safaree that he wants to live the life that Safaree and Khaotic are living, and then points to Jock and tells him that he's tired of living the life that he and Jock have been living. And in his confessionals, Khaotic says that Scrappy's biggest mistake was committing to monogamy instead of polygamy, and he struggled extremely hard with trying to get that word out. Production had to help him, and I'm just like, this goes to show that he don't know what he talking about. He just wants sex with multiple women, and that's it. And you can't even say what it is that you want. And that's how you know that some of y'all niggas don't need no dick because you don't know how to use it. You don't know what to use it for. And all you just know is the shit that you look at, and you don't even know what to call it. But anyways, both Jock and Safaree are saying that Khaotic is talking crazy, and Khaotic gets at Safaree about he has two twins now and how he's seen it all over the internet. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, Khaotic was very messy in this episode. He's been messy all season, this little, breadcrumber, taking all the messy shit all around. But he was very messy in this scene. In his confessional, he exposes Safaree and says that he's all over the internet with Amara while he got he got Erica Mena shadowbox in the sky, when at the end of the day, Amara didn't even want to claim him. And then they show a clip from the family reunion, and a question was asked about how many or who has been rumored to date Safaree. And someone said Amara and pointed at her, and she's like, what? Why is it that anybody who's just standing next to Safaree are rumored to be sleeping with him? Basically not trying to claim him. And then Khaotic continues to say that Amara and Safaree have been hunching on each other prior to a trip to Jamaica, and that they kept hunching after the family reunion, and he heard her say that to himself. And then no, he said he heard her say that himself to him. And then the producers asked him, when did Amara tell him that? And he said 2 weeks ago. And the producer was like, oh damn. And then the guys see Diamond walk up into the party, and Khaotic is like, oh, she just gonna pop up on him? And then he's like, well, wait till Bam hear this shit. And I said the same thing because she gonna be sick, bro. Like, it's the way Bambi like moves with Scrappy is just so funny acting to me. it's like she sent her little goonish friends to go chomp at him and bicker with him, but she don't want to see him herself. Like, I don't know, whatever. We're gonna finish this. Um, Diamond and Scrappy kind of church hug each other, side height hug each other, and Safaree and Khaotic are both just, in shock, just being nosy. Like Safaree had to take off his sunglasses for this shit, and in his little Rugrats voice, Khaotic says, "Scrappy's finally happy," and I'm just, he is so cringy. Oh my gosh. And then he and Safaree kind of chanted that and start dancing. And then both Scrappy and Diamond are like, what are they doing? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. And then in his confessional, Scrappy says that Diamond is looking good right now, but he wants to get through the divorce first, but says, if it was over right now, he would have definitely gotten at her. And then he tells Diamond that they've come a long way and pushed some nerves. And Diamond says, "Push some nerves? Like, what you mean?" And then Scrappy says, "Yeah, because he's going through a whole divorce because Bambi thought that he and Diamond were basically hunching on each other. And Diamond had to take her sunglasses off for that one. And she facetiously said, 'Oh, poor baby.' But she really meant, 'Fuck that big bitch.'" But then Scrappy tells Diamond that he can admit that they were flirting, and Diamond says, "Well, she is a flirt. What can she say?" But then Scrappy tells Diamond that he doesn't know if she's seen anything on the gram, but about Bambi putting stuff up there and all of that. And Diamond tells Scrappy that Bambi is looking real bad, like she's making herself look awful. And then Scrappy tells Diamond that Bambi sends her goonies after him, and Diamond was like, Who's her Goonies?" And he says Sierra and Erica Mena. And Diamond says that she's seen that shit on the internet too about Sierra and Scrappy fighting. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that not only did Bambi start trolling his daughter, Bambi has sent her goonish friends after him, and he called them the Tight Face Squad. Yeah, I see. I said the Erky Squad, but he called them the Tight Face Squad. That was good. And then they show clips of him arguing with Sierra and Erica so far this season. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that everybody needs to calm down and that it's unfortunate because it's grown women getting all crazy about someone else's business. And then Diamond tells Scrappy that she will be addressing Sierra and Erica. And then Scrappy says the fact that Bambi thought that they were, hunching, and then Diamond rolls her eyes. But that gave something away for me a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, but when she rolled her eyes, it gave something away because it's like she trying too hard to be like, "Boy, please, I don't even want you like that." Like, girl, stop. I caught that. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but let me know if you did because I caught that. Um, but then Diamond says that, that shows Bambi's insecurities and that, Bambi was trying to be her friend when she and Scrappy were dating 11 years ago. So she's probably paranoid, about, what he had going on while in LA because of what she did with Benzino. And then they show the infamous clips of Benzino tonguing Bambi down in that motherfucking hot tub, boy. I didn't even find out about this shit until like this year. And my mom was like, "Girl, you ain't know." And I was like, "No, girl, I ain't know." When Love and Hip Hop first came out, I was too young to watch this ratchet shit. I ain't even watched Jersey Shore or nothing like that. Like, oh my lord. I missed all of like the good, messy Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta, New York, all of it. But Diamond tells Scrappy that Bambi should be glad she even got wifed up after all that stuff, and basically to keep her name out her mouth. Play where it's safe. Damn, that's basically what Diamond said. But then we're with Jessica, and she tells her sisters, that she thought that she would get back to normal after her surgery, and her sister tells her that the doctor said that it was a lot more intense than what she first thought. And in her confessional, Jessica says that, recovery has been very difficult for her and not what she thought would happen, and that she thought she would be back, together mentally, emotionally, and especially physically. But says that her sister is one of a kind, and she would do anything for her because she said her sister put in, as a repository for her or whatever. But then talks about how the doctor told her she only had 6 months to get pregnant and that she's racing against the clock, to become a mother. and then says that it's an immense amount of pressure, and she's trying to be optimistic, but her love life is a mess, and she might have to ask some random man from Atlanta for his sperm. Okay, I'm sorry. Do y'all know that whole random man from Atlanta thing that's going on with TikTok? Please let me know if y'all know what's going on, because that shit has been hilarious. But she's basically like, she's gonna have to get some random man to soon, or she's gonna lose her window of opportunity. And then her sister encourages her that she'll get pregnant within the next 6 months. Whoo, child. And now we on to Rennie. Run off with your song Hoochie. And that what Amy said, and Erica Banks, Miss I'm all about chaotic right now. In her confessional, Rennie says that she took Sierra's advice and decided to sit down with Erica, regardless of how weird she's been acting. And she says it's petty and she wants to move past it. And then Erica is already waiting, and you can just tell that it's already tense. But then in her confessional, Erica says that she's only ever mentioned her beef with Rennie and to Sierra and Amy, and says that her thing with Rennie is that she should be mad at Rennie, not Rennie mad at her. And then they show a clip of from Amy and Erica talking about their common dislike for Rennie, and Erica explains how she was fucking with this dude Finesse, and shit got weird with Rennie, and so she unfollowed her, and that has been weird ever since. And then Erica says that at the end of the day, it's better to get the shit out than to let it in, so that's why she's there. But she says a bad bitch can't change overnight. And then Rennie, I guess, is trying to make fake conversation and ask Erica if she ordered something already. And Erica says, let's not act like we bitches for real. And then Rennie was like, yeah, so what's up? And then Erica tells Rennie that the last time they seen each other, um, they had a conversation and she felt like it was just weird. And then Rennie cuts her off and says that she feels like Erica did weird shit, and even saying that it seemed like she had a problem is weird, but okay. And I'm like, here they go already. And then Erica asks Rennie if she doesn't think fucking with somebody else she's dating at the time is weird. And then Erica says that the dude Finesse says that Rennie was hitting him up, trying to work and other shit. And then I'm just like, of course, blame the woman, because these niggas be lying like shit, leaving out specific details for a reason, because it's going to get them caught up. But then Erica says that, well, why is Rennie hitting him up in the first place? And especially if she knows that shit was cool with them, at least before that whole situation. In her confessional, Erica says that she's tense with Rennie from the jump, because she should understand that fucking with her ex while she was with him at the time is a big problem, especially when she put time into the relationship, and gets into how Finesse was in jail, and that if Rennie knew the whole situation, why would she even do that? And then says that Amy says that the bitch stole her song, so it can't be a reach for her to try and steal her man. And says that Rennie has no morals or hit songs. Like, what does she have? I was like, oh, was she funny? And then Erica tells Rennie that she's not gonna act like she cool with the bitch, so she unfollowed her, telling Rennie. And Rennie says for her to go straight down following her about that issue that she doesn't even know about, instead of addressing it, is crazy. And Erica asks Rennie, were they fucking around, yes or no? And Rennie says no, and that when they got together, they weren't even really talking about nothing for real. But then proceeds to say that the first conversation they had was in the club, about how he told her he wrote a song about her while he was in jail. And then Erica asks, so that was the first and last time you seen him? And Rennie says, yeah, basically. And then Erica says, well, that's where the misunderstanding was, because he told her something different. And Rennie says that, well, there was a miscommunication for her. So, for her to not just hit her up and say, hey, just to say anything, and just to straight block her, she said, she didn't understand. And I'm just like, she don't like when people block her, but it was cool when she did it to Amy. Let's not forget. But then Erica tells Rennie that she gets where she's coming from, but they aren't cool, so she wasn't gonna hit her up on something like that. And then Rennie says, well, she was talking about eating her puss, so Eric, so she could hear her up on that. And then Erica says that they don't got to be besties to eat her puss. And then Rennie tells Erica that she could have just hit her up about that nigga, but meanwhile Erica slept with her fiance and was under their pictures while they were together. And then Erica asked Rennie why would she tell her that she fucked her fiance while they are happy. And in her confession, Rennie says that let's be clear, Erica is a hypocrite because if she is so mad about a man she never touched or did any of the shit she's saying that she did, she would have known that nothing really happened um if she would have just picked up the phone and asked her, but says that she should be the one that's mad at Erica and not Erica mad at her. And then Rennie tells Erica that she didn't do nothing to her to be mad for there to be an issue, and tells Erica that she don't matter that much to really be an issue. And then Erica has talked to other people about Rennie not speaking to her, so obviously it's an issue for Erica. And then Erica tells Rennie that she knows she don't give a fuck about none of that. And then Rennie asks her, well, what does she give a fuck about? And then Erica tells Rennie everything but her. And then Rennie chuckles and says, girl, please. And then Erica tells Rennie that they are two different people, and Rennie agrees. And then Erica says, yeah, two different levels. And then Rennie tells Erica to never flatter herself like that. And everything she has, Erica wanted. So everything down to her fiance, and that's weird energy. Erica tells Rennie that she needs some therapy and that she needs to speak to somebody. And Rennie was like, like, what you say, Sarah, again? And then Erica repeats herself, and Rennie says, And that, you already knew she was ready to go off, because that was like oh, for real? You sure you meant? All right. So don't be surprised when I pop off. That was that kind of, And then Erica tells Rennie that she's in denial and that she needs a cup of wine. And then Rennie gets up and splashes a drink in Erica's face and says, that's the cup of wine. And then they get into a fight, but of course they black it out. Now, when I reviewed this, the trailer for this season, and I'll put that in the bio as well, in the description. When I reviewed this, I was like, I would never be on no show with no bitch throwing no drink in my motherfucking face. I said that. I was like, oh hell no, y'all got me fucked up. But I don't know, it was justified. I will say it was justified because Erica got chaotic on her mind right now. She just don't even care about what's going on. But then Erica tells Rennie that it's lame that she got mad about something that she did, and then it gets heated, and she's just like hell no, hell no, and Rennie leaves saying that she's tired of bitches trying to get one up on her, and says saying that she needs therapy is crazy and that she doesn't know what she's been through. And in her confessional, Rennie says that she tells her kids all the time that violence isn't the answer, but it's certain lines that you don't cross. And talking about people's mental state is wrong, and that everybody knows about what she's been through with her mom. It says that since Erica want to bring it up, she's going to show her just how much therapy she needs. And then Erica walks out to her car and says that this shows that the bitch don't write her own music because she can't even use her own words, and says since rap ain't gonna work out for her, maybe she should sign up for sumo wrestling, WWE. Maybe they should call him back and open him up for her big ass. That's what she said. And then Rennie calls Sierra and tells her the shit that just happened and that she's gonna be so disappointed in her. And Sierra asks why, and then Rennie says that she just knocked Erica all the way in her shit. And Sierra says, what the fuck? They just talked about that a few days ago. And Erica talking about how she don't do that and how she's talking about how Rennie needs therapy and all of that. And Sierra is just in shock. And then Rennie says that she's not gonna let these bitches talk to her any kind of way, and she doesn't play that shit. And then Sierra tells her that she needs to apologize, and she says fuck no. But that if Erica apologizes to her, she'll apologize back. But she does feel bad for Erica though. And then Sierra tells Rennie that she used to be like that. And Rennie says, yeah, but she's still dealing with shit that she don't need people just poking at her while she's trying to figure out a solution. And that that's just not gonna change. Like she was just trying to figure out something going on, and that people just be poking at her. And that people are going to get what they're looking for if they keep poking at her. But that was the end of that scene and the end of the episode. I'm not gonna lie, it might have been justified. That was the sickest drink toss ever, and Erica couldn't even pick her face back up. Like I would have had to leave too. I would have quit. I'm like, nah, y'all can't put that shit on TV. That's embarrassing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for the few people who did come into this live. And I will make sure to put in the links to those few videos in the description below. And I will see you guys on the next one. It's not trying to end. My bad. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. See y'all.